Hey NFL fans, this is Gary Green, longtime sports handicapper and professional sports bettor here in Las Vegas for the past 35 years. And this year Gary wins videos. And this year final game of Week 16 in the NFL, Monday Night Football, as the New Orleans Saints travel to Green Bay to take on the Packers, who are a 2-touchdown favorite. That's right, folks. The Packers are minus 14, the total 42, in a game that kickoff temperature is expected to be in the 20s and possible snow. We have a lot of major injuries, especially on the New Orleans Saints side, as the quarterback Carr, top running back Kamara, top wide receiver Olave, another receiver Bub Means, and it's very likely Valdez-Scantling is also out, another wide receiver. So they've been hit really hard across the board on the offensive side of the ball. Now for Green Bay, their linebacker Walker is going to miss this game, and their safety Bullard as well will miss. But let's face it, folks, not too often we have a 2-touchdown favorite in the NFL, let alone on a Monday Night Football game. Things just haven't worked out after a fast start for the Saints. But right now, Saints are catching Green Bay as they are red hot right now. The offense is clicking on all cylinders. When we look at this ball game right here, Green Bay, with a win, can clinch a playoff spot. And they have a huge edge on the offense versus New Orleans defense, as Green Bay's offense is ranked number 4 in the NFL, where the Saints' defense is third worst. Green Bay is plus 10 in turnovers this year. The Saints are plus 1. For quarterback Love of the Green Bay Packers, he is really in a top quarterback form right now. He's in a groove. 7 touchdowns, no interceptions the last 4 weeks. And last year he finished the year on the same way. He really turned it up a notch to finish the last final 6 games. So this guy's a closer. He knows how to get the wins in December and January. And he will be tough to stop on this Monday Night Football game. As far as Green Bay goes, the offense has scored 30 points or more in 4 straight games. For the New Orleans Saints defense, it's a team that's been getting some sacks of late, so that's what they're going to have to do, get sacks, create turnovers, possibly tip the ball, maybe get an interception. Problem is the Green Bay offensive line has played very well of late, only allowing 5 sacks the last 7 games combined. That's phenomenal, especially later in the year when these guys are banged up. Offensive line's doing great, and that's why Jordan Love is having enough time to throw the ball. And you give most of these guys in this league a lot of time to throw, and they will destroy you. Funny thing is that I've mentioned this a lot of times on the different videos when I did Nuggets or whatever, talked about the Saints before. But the funny thing is that when I watch game tape, it's been a long time since I've seen somebody tackle worse. This is the worst tackling team in the league. And then when you look at the numbers, it makes it even worse when you see that they're actually averaging, allowing 6.2 yards after every catch. That's exactly what Green Bay's offense does, 6.2 after the catch. So huge edge there, as the New Orleans Saints are third worst in that category. And they don't really, there's probably a stat out there. I tag it on my own, but the New Orleans Saints, again, they sometimes it takes to the third or fourth guy to bring down an opponent, and that's just why they're not doing so well this year. If you can't tackle in this league, you can't win. As far as the Green Bay head coach LaFleur, he's 23-5 in December and January, and Green Bay in the last 10 games, the only losses they had were both times to the Detroit Lions, so no slouch losses there. As for the Saints, double-digit underdogs, folks, for the first time in 19 years. That's how rare. And we don't see it too often. We saw the Ravens be a 16.5-point favorite against the Giants, and they got there. But the prop pick for Sunday night was Michael Parsons of Dallas to get a sack, yes or no. I said yes, he got one. So we broke our 2-game skid with prop picks losing. We took a few gambles last weekend. But for the Monday night game, instead of a prop pick, we're going to go with a regular game pick. We're going to take the Green Bay Packers team total over 27.5. I expect that the Saints will be forced to pass the ball a lot. I think that they will struggle, and that means more possessions, more plays for Green Bay. And look, I use the KISS theory a lot, and the KISS theory is keep it simple, stupid. It's not as hard as you think sometimes. Go with hot hands. These guys are running well. They're in a groove. And when you're in the positive mindset, they're running the ball well, they're catching the ball well, and they're just making big plays. When the offense is protecting 5 sacks in 7 games, I see quarterbacks get sacked 8 times in one game. So just a phenomenal job, and this team's always been well coached at this time of year. Green Bay is a good team, and I expect, regardless, covering a spread of 14 is a lot tougher. If you want to just take Green Bay, if you thought you were going to lay 14, unless you thought they were going to shut them out, be better off taking the 27.5 in my mind. And I've done phenomenal with team totals. I hit another one today as Arizona went over 26.5. So we won there again, keeping our team totals this year at 77%. It's just been off the charts, but this way it's been for a few years. I've cut down on total plays and just went to team totals instead because they've really raised the game totals a lot. It's better off just rooting in one team. If you think that's the team that you're going to need a lot of the points from anyway, they could actually lose the game and score 30 points and we'd win. So we'll take the pick here. Green Bay, team total, over 27.5. And we hope everybody had a winning weekend. And we want to say happy holidays. New week's coming up. Some bowl games coming up this early part of Monday and Tuesday. And we'll try to do some previews once again for some of the bigger bowl games in the middle of the week. And don't forget to always bookmark us at Gary Wins Videos. Check out all our videos, especially we preview every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night game. And now we're going to be adding Christmas Day games, and we're going to be adding a couple Saturday games. So we'll have a couple extra previews. And I'll try to give you a pick or a prop on every single one. But props now 16-5 on the year. Not too bad. At least we're making you some money with the videos, that's for sure. Have a great weekend. Drive safe out there, and never wager what you cannot afford to lose. Have a good Christmas, everybody.